So, Katie, you know how your last name is Johnson, right?
I am aware. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know if this exists in the United States, but do you know the brand Johnson, like the baby powder,
There's a
or
lot
is
of brands of Johnson. There's like Johnson and Johnson, there's like the baby
yeah,
powder.
Johnson
There's
and
like
Johnson.
there's like
That's the one.
boats. Yeah. Okay, okay.
That's
Yeah.
the one. That's the because like
That
it's the one where it's like it says Johnson, but like the logo is like a child crying or something. It's like
yeah.
tears. But like
Yeah, Johnson
I don't
squared.
yeah, but I don't get it because I remember using like Johnson when I was like really young, and like it was
Mhm.
pretty pleasant. You know why? I don't know why the icon is like someone crying. So seeing as
Yeah.
you're a Johnson, I feel like you're more than qualified to answer that question for me if that's okay.
Well, actually, I think I do have a legitimate answer that's going to be, I don't know if it's TMI, but let's start. So
All right.
I don't know where I got it from, but like my tear ducts are so active actually. Like my mom,
Oh.
I feel like I got it from her. Like she always would just be carrying a napkin around and just like, and like she could even be watching like a yogurt commercial where there's like a cute cat and she will start tearing up. And like I feel like I also so easily will just burst into tears. I'll be like, "Oh my God." Like I'll be in a movie theater, like when I was watching the Toy Story movies or whichever. If there's
Hmm.
like a scene that could make like someone cry just a little bit, I would be like, "Oh my gosh, this is so much." Like
Oh man, Toy Story 3 must have
so
gotten you. Toy Story 2 and
yeah,
3 have like the most emotional ones for me personally.
yeah, like I would openly I have openly cried, not like, making noise, but like I've been on an airplane reading One Piece and
Aw.
tears have
No.
like fallen down my cheek dramatically. So I
Oh, dude,
think,
that's valid, man. Like
yeah,
that's like
yeah,
like I don't blame you for that. One Piece never fails to make me cry, man. Like it always
yeah.
gets me. Even when I
It's
reread it, which I'm
very,
really
yeah,
impressed about.
it's very
What?
helpful as an actor because it means that I have a lot of access to a lot of emotions all the time. But it
Mm.
also means that like sometimes it's really annoying when it's like I swear like it's not you, it's me. Like the yogurt commercial was just really beautiful. Okay, I'm sorry. Like so
I've
that's
never heard
that's my
I've
answer. Hmm.
No, well, thank you for being so open and vulnerable about that. I
Of
appreciate it.
course.
And it gets me like one step closer to figuring out the Johnson's secret recipe or something. I mean,
Yeah.
you because it's Johnson squared, right? And you're Johnson not squared, so I need to
I'm
find
not
another
squared.
Johnson.
I'm just
I'll,
one Johnson. There's only one of me so far.
but if I get another Johnson, we can crack the
We'll have to
case.
fight. We'll have to fight.
Oh, is it like the was it like the Josh War? Do you remember that? Like the big
I
Josh War?
do. I do. There was like a giant group chat where it's like on this day the Joshes will come together.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. It's just like
it's
that.
so much whimsy. I
I think
strive for that much
I
whimsy.
think I think a kid won that war. So he's like
Ooh,
King Josh. He must be
well,
like well, he's probably not a kid now, but yeah,
that'd
it
be
was a
such an
long
honor
time
to be
ago.
King Josh. Like as a Johnson though, I couldn't go for the title, but there's a world where
To
that
be
would be
fair,
wonderful.
there is a lot of Johnsons though, but I am
Yeah.
curious. Speaking of Johnsons, like why is Johnson like another word for bathroom? I don't. Why is that a thing? I
Hmm.
don't understand it.
I don't know. I think my theory is that Johnson seems to be a catch-all term for a lot of things. Like
Okay.
there are a lot of things that people will be like, yeah, it's Johnson. Like a boat, a private part,
Hmm.
a like there's Johnson's just a term that you can substitute for any word. So I think we should keep it going and we should just not
Okay.
stop until everything is Johnson and then I will rule the world. Yeah.
Was it like it'll be like the Smurfs language where someone will just say Smurf and it can mean so many different things. It's like that.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what
Hell
we're
yeah.
working towards, as a representative of the Johnson community. I do
Oh
think
yeah.
that, world domination is on the list of goals. It's not the top one. The top one is probably to finish all of Inuyasha, because I am doing that.
Ooh,
But yeah,
Inuyasha. I have not watched
yeah.
Inuyasha in a bit. How far are you into Inuyasha at the moment?
Yeah, so I think I'm on season 4. Like I had
Ooh,
grown up
okay.
loving it, reading the manga, but I never completed it. And I was like, I'm a grown up now. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go finish Inuyasha. So I just put it on sometimes and like I love it. I love the filler. I love the old grainy animation. I love it so much. And it just like
Hell yeah.
it's so nostalgic, not just because it itself is an old show, but it's very nostalgic because like I don't know, there was a style the way anime used to be made was it felt like the episodes were slower, and now
Oh
it's
yeah.
like pow 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 pow. And I'm just like, I really like the fact that it's taking them 20 minutes to open a pickle jar. Personally, this is fantastic. I could do this all day, and I can. There's 2 seasons of it. Like it's great. I love it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And
I'm pro filler actually. Yeah.
pro filler. Oh,
I'm pro
okay.
filler. Yeah.
I have a lot of thoughts about that. And I think it really does depend because sometimes filler is
Hmm.
horrible, sometimes filler is good. Uh, I don't know.
That's my
Like
hot
one,
take. My
like
Subway
one,
hot take.
your
Pro
Subway
filler.
hot take. Do you like
Yeah.
filler?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Honestly, not that bad. There's like good filler out there. Like One Piece filler is great. Bleach filler is horrible. So it's like there's like tiers
Mm.
to it.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, but like, I still have to claim her. Like, I read Bleach growing up, and so I
Mhm.
have to defend Bleach's honor, even when they're wrong, even when they're not the best. I'm like, but
Fair.
they're mine. I claim them. So,
But
yeah.
I do want to also because you mentioned reading One Piece on the plane and crying. Like, do you
Mhm.
this might be a little vulnerable here, but what's like the One Piece moment that makes you like the most sad? Because like I know what mine is.
Oh, how can you have the most sad? They're
Like
they're all
what gets you
so
like crying every
beautiful.
time you like see it or read it?
I think it has consistently been Nami when she asked Luffy for help in
Oh,
Arlong
and art.
Park.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That one was very special to me. I think that was actually the moment, and it's a lot of it's a moment that a lot of new One Piece fans share of like
Mm.
Arlong Park is where things really pick up for One Piece fans. But I do remember sitting in my childhood bedroom with a physical volume and reading Ace's death, and
Yeah.
specifically the moment where he turns to the panel to the camera and he's like, "Thank you for loving me."
Hmm.
Fucked me up, man. It
That's also a good
it got
moment.
it got me good.
It's up
It got
there.
me good.
It's up
Yeah.
there, man.
I think those are the two off the top of my head, but I feel like there's so many
Oh,
that have
there's
have
so
brought me to
many.
tears. So yeah.
My the one that gets me like in tears the most is when you get I think it's Annie's lobby. Yeah, Annie's lobby, and
Okay.
it's Robin saying I want to live, and it's
Robin,
like yeah,
yeah.
it's like oh
See?
man, like
Yeah.
god damn dude, that's so good. Makes me cry every time. I'm
Yeah.
welling up already, man.
That one's up there too. That's in my top 10, absolutely. It's hard to pick. Like there's Chopper, there's some Sanji stuff. Like there's
Mm.
so many moments. It's a great manga. Everybody should read it.
Yeah, I mean like what? It's like it's almost ending, but like I mean they said One Piece is like ending,
Almost
but
ending.
like
Yeah.
we got a good like 10 years to go. I think.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
Maybe a
Like,
couple
I think
movies. I don't
once you
know.
actually start reading One Piece, at first you're like, oh, it's too long. And then once you've actually caught up, you're like, it's too short. There's not enough.
Yeah,
There's not enough.
yeah.
It's not long enough.
No,
It's way
I
too short.
agree. Like reading it is like so much faster than like watching the episodes. But I
Yeah,
mean, a lot of
yeah.
people have been getting into One Piece from like the Netflix show,
Hmm.
which
I love the live
I
action show.
yeah, it's the only good like anime live action show I've ever seen, and
Right? It's
it's
crazy.
a great. Like the person they got, I forget what his name is, but the person that they have for Luffy is perfect.
Yeah, Inyaki.
Yeah,
I
like
think, yeah.
he's great. I love him.
Yes, he is Luffy. He's
Yeah,
awesome.
he's quite literally
Yeah.
Luffy.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for season two.
Hmm. Hmm?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode
Very
of
long intro. All right.
OverVoice. I know, right? That was such a great segue. Very long
Loving
intro,
it.
but I love it. Which you talked about One Piece, and that just opens the floodgates. So
I
I'm
mean,
not I'm
we
not
could
gonna
make
apologize for
this
that.
a 5-hour conversation about what.
I mean, it's still possible. But welcome back to OverVoice season 5, the final season. And today we have the amazing Katy Johnson. Today, I almost forgot your name for a
Oh
second.
my gosh! If you called me Kathy, I would have rioted in the streets.
You know what? Kathy was up there. I was like, no, I can't.
No, don't do it. Oh my
It's like,
gosh.
because you said it so many times, it's like, oh, it's all I can think about. But no,
Mhm.
I'm not with Kathy. I'm with Katy Johnson.
That's
Katy,
right.
would you like to introduce yourself, my friend?
Of course. Hi guys. Hi, guys, gals, they be pals. So, my name is Katy Johnson, and I'm a voice actor that does like a lot of stuff. I think a few things you might know me from if you're on the internet. I play Mirabelle with Mirabelle Studios, where I'm basically the mascot for their channel, and we just make silly meme videos, and it's a good time. I also play Kelly in Class of '09, in all of the Class of '09 games, the anime pilot. It's a great time. And then I also am going to be playing Magical Justice Savior Rita Chan in the animated finale of Too Kawaii for Comfort. So like
Hey.
it's actually so cool because Too Kawaii for Comfort was an indie live action series that is
Oh.
getting something animated. And like, I don't know, a lot of the time you see animation get like a live action adaptation, a la
Hmm.
the One Piece one. And that one turned out really great. But a lot of people complain with like, oh, like in animated form, it's already so good. Like, why do we need a live action? And it's really cool to see like an indie property, one of the first like real indie properties that went from live action to animation. Obviously, I don't know if there's other major examples, but it feels like a pretty prominent one that I'm really excited to be a part of. We've already started recording, or we've actually finished my recording, and
Hey.
yeah, we're working on things. And the creator Luke is super cool. We just actually were at Comic-Con together and did
Hey.
like a panel where we have some footage that we'll probably be releasing soon. And I'm in full force of just talking about that project. So like that is
Hell
kind of
yeah.
like the awesome thing I'm excited about right now, as well
Hell
as
yeah.
I'm recording like various things here and there that I can't talk about, that when they come out, you will know because
Oh yeah.
I will announce them. Oh, one blah blah blah. My my voice, my words. One final thing that
Hmm.
I recently announced that I'm really excited about. People of Note,
Yeah, I
a
was
game
about to say,
by
like, that game is
yeah,
badass, you know?
yeah, it's gonna come out in May or April, I think. And
Oh yeah.
Jason Wishnov, he's the guy that made it all happen, and I play two characters in it,
Yes,
and
sir.
it's gonna be real good. It's a real good game. It's got really cool people like Erika Ishii in it, and freaking
Mm.
like Jason himself also records a few lines, which is kind of cool.
Hell yeah.
Um, yeah, so those are some cool things. I'm doing fun stuff, and I hope y'all
Hell
like
yeah.
fun stuff because I like making it.
Hell yeah. Thanks for marketing yourself so well. I could not have done it better myself.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. But yeah, so normally what I do as the first question is ask about your voiceover journey, but since it's the final season, I want to do things a little bit differently. So
Okay.
Katie, I would love to
Mm.
hear about, your life before voiceover. Tell me your origin story, if you will.
Whoa. Well, I grew up in a small town in Alabama.
Mhm.
And now I live in sunny California. So that's kind of crazy.
That's pretty
Um,
crazy.
Pretty crazy. I went to school. I I did theater actually, so I was acting. But basically before voiceover, I was going to anime conventions since I was 12. And I was going to theater practice on weekdays. So weekends were anime cons, weekdays were theater practice since like middle school. And that was kind of my life. Was I was really into this thing called manga, and I would like read it at actually the bookstores. They used to at Books a Million just have all of like a series. Now they kind of just keep like select volumes, but I
Mhm.
could just go and just read all of like Full Metal Alchemist. Well, except that I couldn't because it wasn't all out. I had to read some of it online, which came later because I didn't really get on the internet until a little later. Um, but yeah, that was most of my origin story, was loving this weird anime thing that back then was weird. Nowadays, not so weird.
Yeah,
But in
right?
my
It's
small town
so
in Alabama, it's kind of weird. Like I had like three friends and we like hung out and liked this anime thing. We would go to our library for manga club. Like it was
Oh, that's
dope.
so cool. I love
It was
that.
so cool. And yeah, my mom would caravan all of us to the cons. So thank you, mom. Without you, I would certainly not have gone to so many cons. And I actually have a scrapbook of every badge I've ever gotten from a con. I've saved every one
Nice. Oh,
and
that's
I
sick.
scrapbook them into like a thingy. And so it's cool seeing me transition from like working media team to just going to being a guest. And it's one of my most prized possessions. And yeah, I'd say that's kind of my origin story. I was going to cons doing theater and I saw that you could do this voice acting thing and I was like, what if I did that? I'm
Hell
gonna
yeah.
do that. And then I did. And I just kept I didn't stop. So that's the secret is you just don't stop, I guess. There's not
Yeah, don't
really, you know,
stop.
it's don't stop and maybe you'll get lucky. Because if you don't stop, the universe will be like, oh my God, leave me alone. And you'll be like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And it'll be like, fine. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. That's how it goes. Yeah.
You mentioned that you got into the internet like a little bit later in your life.
Hmm.
So like what was like do you remember like the first thing you saw on the internet?
So the internet was certainly around me when I was like late middle school. Like I went to like a after school care place and they had
Mhm.
computers in what was called like the learning center.
Yeah.
And during the summer, people would be pulling up on YouTube these videos of like Halo characters like with like songs behind them and
Oh,
like
nice.
I watched a
AMVs.
lot
Let's
of
go.
yeah, AMVs. Uh AMVs, but also just like kind of clip formats. Like before Vine was a thing, it felt like very reminiscent of Vine before Vine. And then also, there were like these really weird Naruto roleplay live chat simulation videos. So it
Hmm.
was simulating Naruto characters talking to each other through message boards, but it was all like it wasn't interactive. I couldn't do anything. I would just watch these
It was
videos
like
that were
old text
just
messages, right?
yeah, like but not text messages because it wasn't texting. It was like almost like AOL Messenger or something, but like between
Oh, okay.
Naruto characters, but like it was in MS Paint, the way that the art
MS
style, it
Paint.
was so bad. But I was like, what is this? This is so cool. And I couldn't stop watching them. And I think I remember one of the first things that made me go home and get on my dad's computer and
Mhm.
try to get on YouTube was I wanted to see more of them. Like because I knew what Naruto was because I had watched TV, but it was after going to the after school care and seeing all the kids we'd be around this computer watching these silly YouTube videos about anime and like video games and like they were very different the memes back then, but
Oh yeah.
they got me online and then I was at home on my dad's computer in our basement like watching like I don't know a lot of Naruto AMVs when I
Fair
was really
enough. Fair enough. There was a lot
at
of
it.
AMVs. A lot of AMVs
Yeah.
to go around back then. There's a lot of songs I
Hmm.
I noticed that like always like uh they all overused like no matter what
Oh yeah,
anime it was.
Cascada for sure. Like I
Oh yeah.
still feel your touch. Brr, brr,
For
brr.
me it
That
was
one.
I couldn't escape Monster by Skillet. It was everywhere. you know?
Do not get me started. That one with like Ichigo,
Mm,
freaking when he goes
right?
hollow. That was like that AMV went hard. Like I watched so many of those, like the Naruto Sasuke ones, the Bleach ones. My favorite one, my absolute favorite one that I think that if it had a million views, I was 999,000 of those views. Um,
Mhm.
it was basically Rock Lee and Sakura from Naruto, which was my crack ship, um, to the song Geeks Get the Girl.
Ooh, okay.
And
That's a good
like
one.
I loved this AMV of it. It was my favorite thing. And then one day I couldn't find it anymore and I was really sad. And I maybe it got taken down or maybe it just got like pushed down in the algorithm. I don't know, but I would watch it so many times that I even like downloaded it to my MP3 player,
Nice.
which you couldn't watch video on. My
Mm.
version, it was really janky and just sound. But I would listen to the song and I could see the AMV in my head. Hung like gosh, that was my childhood with the internet.
Hell yeah. I'm
Yeah.
trying to remember what my favorite AMV was. It was probably some Dragon Ball AMV. I mean, the monster is like is always gonna stick with me,
Yeah.
but I think my favorite is still it's this Dragon Ball Z one, but the song was the Phoenix by Fallout Boy. So that's like one of my favorites. Uh,
Nice.
there's
An
there's,
excellent song.
they've gotten like so much better over time. People still make AMVs, but it's like they time the beat with like combat like fists clashing and things like that. They time it like that to the song. It's man, it's great. There's some good stuff on there.
Heck yeah.
but
AMVs,
yeah,
man. Early days of
AMVs.
the internet. Yeah.
I mean, people still make them nowadays, but it's not the same.
Oh
It's not
yeah.
the same. But yeah, Katie, I
No,
want.
I really think that yeah. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, you go. You go ahead first. Go for it.
Internet culture of old. I'm nostalgic for it because it was my time, but I also do just think that a lot of the videos made back then had a lot more like they had so much heart in them. But I
Yeah.
I say that like loosely because I do think that a lot of the youngins on the TikToks are making some crazy content that I very much adore. Even if it's not made for me, I love it. And I actually do also participate in creating some of that. Cause like with Mirabelle's from Mirabelle Studios, we
Hmm.
make some really wild meme stuff. And like I
Oh,
just enjoy
nice.
getting to be chaotic recording for it. And I feel
Hmm.
like our audience is like every age range, because who doesn't just love some fun, chaotic, like yeah, VR chat kind of vibe. Yeah.
Yeah. I also wanted to ask. Speaking of like voiceover and dialogue stuff. Obviously you play the girl, my homie Kelly on Class of '09.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorites. I fucking love Class of '09 so much, dude. like,
Yeah.
uh, it's such a like the one thing I like about Class of '09 is like the dialogue exchanges. It feels like I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a realistic, like grounded, natural style of of something you would expect to hear in like the 2000s, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy it. So like, what was it like recording Kelly for you, and like over time as well, because you kind of like keep returning as Kelly.
Yeah, no. I One thing that has been very interesting is that I now think that like recording Kelly for Class of '09 has been the longest standing role I've recorded because I've
Nice.
come back for her so many times. And it's always with Max. He just like directs, and he's got a very specific way that he does things. So we will
Hmm.
just be kind of like go, 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 go. And it's usually only interrupted when I'm just kind of giggling at the lines because I don't see them ahead of time. Like sometimes I'll just be like, like when I see the line,
Yeah, yeah,
and it's
fair enough.
always like because he writes them, so it's so funny that he sets them up like that. Saying what today? But it's hilarious though. I think that over time my relationship with Kelly has grown because I think that they keep putting her in more and more wild situations.
Oh yeah.
And I get to be in even more wild situations. So, all Class of '09 fans definitely, you know, keep your eye on Class of '09, like social medias, and
Mm,
check it out, support the merch whenever stuff happens, and maybe we'll get more.
I hope
It's
so.
so fun. Like it's always wild seeing the clips on TikTok and YouTube Shorts of Kelly or all the characters, their dialogue blasted or reanimated to like
Mm.
other characters from other franchises, like sometimes popping up in places, and it makes me really happy.
I was gonna say like I don't know if you guys will have like more games be made, but like I kind of hope they'll continue to do Class of '09, but like for like other characters, different perspectives, because like the last game was through Jenka's
Yeah.
perspective, so like if we can do that for like a couple characters, I would definitely be interested in like playing and watching.
I mean, I
Um,
guess I think it'd be cool if Kelly had her own game or whatever. That'd be crazy.
oh yeah, you just be like an FYE like the whole time, basically.
Right? All right, Kelly FYE simulator. You just come in and you try to shoplift from Kelly, and she has to stop you, and she chases you down, and you like drive through an Arby's or something. There. Sorry
Exactly.
if that's a spoiler for like the a game that's gonna be. Yeah,
Do you have
that'd be
a
the vision.
Do you have a favorite line that you've delivered for Kelly?
Gosh, I. It's hard. It's so hard. There are there are so many. There are so many that are crazy. I I hmm, hmm.
There's a lot of good
I
lines, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't know if off the top of my head that I have one. So I might have to pass at the moment, but I will say one that keeps
Like,
popping up is
yeah, like
just
what sticks in
like,
your mind? Like that kind of
yeah,
stuff.
one that just keeps being referenced is like, and that's customer service. She, when she's working at FYE, she's doing wild things in her store. She's like, no, it's fine. Like it's fine. Yeah.
I think
I think
my favorite line from Kelly is
yeah, you have one.
yeah, I do. It's because it's made me laugh so hard when I heard it the first time. It still makes me laugh every time I hear it whenever I play it. But it's Kelly's at
Right.
FIA and she's like showing Nicole around and stuff like that. Um, I think Nicole just had
Uh-huh.
like a weird interaction with what's his name, Jeffrey, and of course as per usual,
Yeah, that's a
and that's a common thing unfortunately with Jeffrey. But my
yeah.
favorite line from Kelly was like. Yeah, you tell that bitch to drink up. Like, I don't know why. That's my favorite.
Yes! I've autographed a print with that. I think somebody
Oh,
has
really?
come up and been like, "Can you write that?" And I was like, "Yes, of course." Yes, I remember that line. Yeah, about the
Oh,
breast
that's
milk.
awesome.
It's so funny. It's
It's
so funny.
so fucked.
So
But,
unhinged. I love recording as Kelly. I think I've said some of the wildest lines in my career voicing
oh yeah,
Kelly.
I can
Yeah.
imagine. I
Yeah.
can see that. Oh
Hmm.
man. But yeah, no, I'm glad Kelly's like is like means so much in it, and she keeps coming back as she should. I
As she should. As she should.
absolutely. She's I think she's one of my favorite characters out of the many in Class of
Yay.
'09. But to be fair though, like picking a favorite is hard considering all of them are basically very terrible people. You know what I mean? In some
Yeah,
way,
it's very like Sunny in Philadelphia,
right?
like
Exactly.
South Park, like yeah, old school South Park for sure.
Yeah, but like Kelly's like one of the only like decent people in that
Hmm.
entire show. Like her, it's between her and Ari, I think.
Yes.
And
I feel like she tries. I think she does try, but she's not innocent for sure.
oh, definitely not. She did. I mean, well, I mean, there was something with her cousin. I don't. I remember that. So cousin's not hot. My cousin's not
Yeah.
hot. Yeah, I can
Yep.
imagine why. I could see you laughing like a lot during the sessions. I fucking would. Like to be honest, there's a lot of
Yeah,
unhinged.
like I have to be professional, but there sometimes I read a line and I'll just be like like it's so funny. Like
It's
it'll
like,
get me and I'll be
like,
like okay. Okay.
it's like, what the hell are you making me
And then I
say,
just
dude?
say the line and we keep going, but I'm like this some of the dialogue in this game, it makes me happy getting to work on intro have something to say, I guess. Like, I don't know if maybe I just think about Class of '09 too deeply, but sometimes in the way that like early South Park was, I feel
Hmm.
like Class of '09 at time in a meta way, kind of being critical of certain issues lens, and like that's why I think it resonates with a lot of people because like yes, things are happening, but sometimes there are hints of like truth to the realities that some people have lived with
Mm.
like in the anime pilot, the opening scene, I think, with like the gun violence Jeffrey joke, it's like the way that it addresses some of these like these girls, like it's called like a rejection dating sim. Like basically
Oh yeah,
it's kind of empowering, but then also, immediately stripping that power away because of all the, terrible stuff happening. But like I feel like the game is poking at everyone
oh yeah,
in one of the darkest ways you can, and it's kind of cool to be working on something that can just get such a reaction out of me and out of the people that are watching it or playing it. Like they're laughing, they're thinking, they're having opinions on it, and like that's what art's supposed to do. Like even
exactly.
if it's not all good art, it's something that's really like striking a chord in some way, and I think for the most part striking a chord in a very very interesting way. Like it doesn't feel like it's diluted and like doing the same old thing. It's really cool.
Hell yeah, man. Like, no, I agree. Like, I like that there's like so many different choices that you get to pick as well. I think
Yeah.
the second game especially, there's so many freaking choices to like
Yeah.
100% that
Yeah.
game if you want to go out of your way to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's a lovely game. I know people are very mixed on it, but me personally, I freaking love it.
It's a good
I
time.
like exactly right. I also just missed the 2000s as well, so it's like it
Hmm.
definitely like because like I was born 2002, so like I didn't know much. I don't remember much of like the early 2000s all that much. So it's like seeing something that was like makes sense for the time it was based in. It's like it makes me really happy. It's like I'm not missing out on anything.
Hmm.
Exactly, right? It's like, oh man, it's like even Hot Topic. Like we don't have Hot Topic over here, but
Oh,
I went to one last year when I visited, and it was everything I hoped for. It was
okay.
amazing.
Okay.
So Katie, um,
Stop.
because like when you discovered the internet,
Mhm.
how long afterwards did you decide to be like, hey, I'm gonna do this voiceover thing after discovering the internet and do internet voice acting stuff?
I think it was when I started watching Little Karibo and like Abridgers.
Yeah.
It's after I found that and I was like, wait a minute, those are funny. I wanna do funny. And I was going to cons and like I just remember seeing guests there that were like talking about this thing and I would go down YouTube deep dive rabbit holes of like the Naruto voice actors at these magical places called conventions before I really went to one and they were doing like interviews, round table kind of performances on stage just talking
Yeah.
about being Naruto characters and I was like that's so cool. Oh my gosh. Like it was a lot of Naruto. So I think somewhere in there I got a Blue Yeti and I went to all the sites you could to try to do anything that I could.
Mm,
And over time I got better. Started
hell
out
yeah.
not great. Like I had like a laptop and a Blue Yeti USB mic plugged in and I was in a garage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
That's where livings are made.
yeah, it was not the best sounding setup, but it got me like some work, fan
Yeah.
work. My first paid thing was like $10 and I was like,
Hey.
"Let's go." Like you can get paid? Heck yeah. That was a wild discovery.
I was
So
gonna
yeah.
say, from seeing all the Abridgers at LA cons and
Mhm.
being a part of like Team Four Star and stuff and like some things here and there. What's it like? Is it like like incredibly like full circle for you?
Absolutely. Yeah. I definitely think that I mean I've gotten to work with TFS a lot now. And I also have worked pretty consistently with my friends over at Something Witty Entertainment who make Sword
Yeah.
Art Online abridged. They make My Hero abridged.
Yeah. I
And
have seen
I've
their My
also
Hero Abridged before. It's
yeah,
very cool.
no, they make really funny stuff. I also recently worked with they're called like the Anime Boys, BOIS, and
Oh,
they
they
they do
sound
a lot
familiar.
of
Yeah.
yeah, they make some really funny stuff. They're like a more, I guess, modern abridged group, and I've worked with a lot of parody people over the years, and I just love making funny stuff and working
Hmm.
with funny people. The working with funny people is, I think, more of a highlight
Oh
sometimes
yeah.
than the funny thing. Like even if it doesn't come out for a year, I'm like, that was a great day. Like, oh my God,
Yeah.
that was like it's fun. So it's full circle at this point and I've gotten to work on so many kind of types of projects over the years, but I think I always found myself having more fun when I was working on internet content because
Yeah.
like it feels like those people are like my roots, like those are my people. Like
Hmm.
we make funny, silly ha-has and then I get to see like so many people will comment on some of the stuff that I'm in and just be like like your performance in this just made me so happy or like
Yeah.
I love seeing your name pop up like it's so cool like or they'll just say nice things and it's really
Yeah.
cool to know that like I'm getting to do the thing that I want to do like at any scale which is just to make people like is to create something that can give people that joy that I felt when
Yeah.
I was watching those things and so obviously I've moved to LA my goals are I would like to be working in the big leagues and like in the studios, which I have done one studio session, which was super
Hey,
cool.
congratulations, man.
Thank you. But if the rest of my career, even if I only work in studio a few times, but I get to keep making really good, interesting things that people enjoy, that's a fulfilling career.
Mm,
Like,
hell yeah.
ideally, I'll get to do all of it. And I plan to and hope to, but I'm really thankful for what I've gotten to do so far and
Hell
that
yeah.
people still seem interested in letting me perform for them. And I hope
Well, they
they
should be.
keep.
You're a great actor, dude.
Thank you. I hope that I stay in that realm, and I hope that people continue to make cool weird stuff that they're
Oh,
like,
of
I
course,
think
that's never
Katy
gonna
needs
go
to
away.
be. Yeah, but I hope it's specifically weird stuff that they're like, I think we need Katy in this thing. I think she would make it interesting. She would help bring this vision to life,
Oh,
because
100%, dude.
that's the goal. I want to help bring other people's cool things into reality with my ability to do cool things, and then we make a cool thing and it's cool.
Hell
Ah.
yeah. It's so cool and funny. I like how you pronounce that word. It's funny.
Funny. Yeah.
I was gonna say like because when you moved to LA recently, I was gonna say like what was like the transition from like being like purely on like the internet and remote to like
Mhm.
being around so many people that primarily like do in person stuff. Like what was that like for you?
Yeah, I mean, for a lot of my life, I've met people going to cons that have, been really up in the big leagues doing this stuff. So I've always kind of had like groups of friends that were doing that work. And I was like, one day I want to be in there too, doing it at that level. And now that I live here, the pressure's on, but I
Oh yeah.
feel like there's only an amount of growth you can attain when
Hmm.
you're in deeper waters. Like, you can't really learn to swim the rapids in a kiddie pool, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like you have to kind of keep finding ways to elevate yourself to whatever the next level is for you. And that can look differently to people. There are people that look at what I've accomplished and they're like, "You've done it." Like, "Oh my gosh." And I'm like, "I'm not even started." So
Yeah.
like that's how it is. So it's about just keeping those goals for yourself in mind and always finding a way to get to the next step, even if it's a small step. Like, I recently started with a fitness instructor because I was like, man,
Yeah.
I have some health goals that I want to like obtain that would also maybe help me professionally, because like breath
Yeah.
control is so important. And I
Yeah,
think, if
stamina, that kind of
you,
stuff.
yeah, stamina, like to be able to perform as much as I want to perform. Like, I don't want to get so winded when I'm doing all, like, I'm recording more than I've ever recorded now that I'm
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
And
dude.
like, I need to make sure I can keep up. And so first things first, you have your health, but also I'm doing, acting classes where I can. I'm getting more help with like friends that do directing, and just in general, having ears listen to what I'm doing and give me feedback. So I definitely think that the change from moving remotely to being closer to where it's really happening has been very mental,
Mm.
but I think that it is making me better, because I really think that you sometimes need to have that pressure in order to
Mm.
reach the potential that you say you want to reach. So like,
No, I
there are
agree.
people that
I
I
agree with you.
100% think can thrive doing it remotely their whole life. And there are people that do it remotely.
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
like, that's super dope. Like, I do so much remote stuff. But like, I I feel like at a certain point there's certain types of things that if you want to work on them, remote won't always be an option for that.
Exactly.
And so you just have to look at what you want your career to look like. And there's no
Mm.
wrong career. Like, there's no wrong way to do it. If you're having a good time, if you're able to pay your bills, get it.
Yep.
But
Perfect.
what does it look like for you? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, man. Like, because sometimes like remote is like such a touchy subject sometimes because like sometimes it's the only thing
Mhm.
people can do, and sometimes
Yeah.
it's like
It was
the
the only
option is
thing
just
I
isn't
could
there to
do.
like move out for sure. It's very hard.
Yeah.
Speaking from someone who doesn't live in America, like it's such a
Mhm.
crazy process, but you gotta cherish
Yeah.
what you are able to do, and it's really cool.
Mhm.
And I'm sure it's the same for everyone. I'm sure everyone feels that way. It's very hard regardless where you are,
Yeah.
but you gotta
Yeah.
cherish what you can do, and carry through, and hopefully when your goals get hit, there's probably going to be some other goal you might want to hit afterwards, or even outside of voiceover, whatever that may be. But
Yeah.
it's nothing wrong with like keeping like having the passion be alive, but like not letting it like overwhelm you and like
Hmm.
tie your like one sense of being to it, if that makes sense, because it's so
Yeah.
unpredictable. And if you're
Yeah.
gonna put your worth on like something that's so like unstable, it can get pretty miserable sometimes, like seriously. But it's
Yeah.
totally fine to like do so many other cool things as well to keep you happy and alive and focused.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like the reason that I'm able to have such a good relationship with acting i- is even though like I do think there are elements in my relationship that could improve, like because I want to do it more. I want to do it all the time.
Yeah,
But like I have so many other things that I find interesting in my life. Like not just other things that I fill my time with, because I think there is a difference between having other things that you do versus having other things that you enjoy doing.
yeah,
And it's filled my life so much more, like whether it's the people that I have in my life and I just enjoy making plans with them, even if we're going to the grocery store or
yeah.
we go to a theme park or we do whatever. I just want to be around these people that are my friends that I enjoy being around and doing stuff with.
Exactly. The
I
community is like the
also,
big
yeah,
selling point of LA, because like obviously
yeah,
everything's expensive in LA, but the community is like
yeah.
one of like the greatest things like I've ever experienced,
Hmm.
and you could probably attest to that as well.
Yeah,
It's
and I also enjoy nature. I enjoy spending time with my partner and us figuring out cool stuff to do. I enjoy,
yeah.
I don't know, like reading, watching Inuyasha. Like I to bring it all back to the beginning. Like I finding things that interest you and leaning into those and allowing those to color your life will also inherently color you as a performer, as a
Mm,
person. And so I think it really is like this old school advice that always rings true in that like to be a good actor and to be a great person, you have to have like a fulfilled life outside of
yeah.
the
You gotta
main
have life
thing you're trying to do.
experiences to
Yeah,
live a
and
life and bring
it's
life
wild.
to your characters. Even it's like I don't know. It's
Yeah.
a weird like thing where it's like it's not quite like an
Hmm.
instructional, linear process. It's like you just
Yeah,
gotta live your life, and whatever happens, you can bring it to wherever you
you can
want,
use it.
where you want it to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on that note, this interview comes to a close. Katy Johnson, thank you so much for taking the time to be here today. I really do appreciate you, man. It's lovely to talk to you again. It's been a while.
Of course, and thank you for having me. This was awesome. I got to talk about Kelly. I got to talk about freaking
Inuyasha.
Kawaii for Comfort and Inuyasha. Like my main squeeze right now is just rewatching Inuyasha. And one day I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna watch all of it. I'm gonna watch every single thing. Maybe not Yashahime. I don't really talk much about Yashahime, but like I'm out here. We're doing it. Thank you for giving me the platform to
Of
talk about
course.
the good word of Inuyasha. Everyone read Rumiko Takahashi's classic Inuyasha.
No, of course. I was not expecting Inuyasha to be brought up in the Big 26, so like I'm always appreciative of
Hey
that.
man, somebody has to bring the classics to the present. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
right.
me.
It's like someone who brings it's like me, for example. Like I try to keep dabbing alive in the Big 26, even though it's long dead.
Did you say
But
dabbing?
of course, man. It's been
Yes.
like
Oh my gosh. I was a
yeah.
dab like I was planking and dabbing at early 2000s cons like daily. So thank you for representing my community.
No, of course. It's so strange to me that dabbing is like over 10 years
Where
old
did
now.
it
Like the
go? Where
trend.
did it go?
It's
Bring it back. Come
exactly
on.
right. It's like how people brought like perms back and like the
Mhm.
mullets and stuff. I don't know if it's like a huge thing over in the
I've seen
States,
a
but in New
lot of
Zealand and Australia,
mullets.
mullets are like a huge thing for some reason.
I
It's
think that the
disgusting.
80s fashion and hairstyles in general have had quite a resurgence. I think just nostalgic kind of styles in general. I've seen a lot of creators online specifically doing the really 80s like kind of
Yeah, I just
hairstyles. So
hope they
yeah,
don't
yeah,
bring back the bowl cut because like I don't know,
yeah.
I don't
I
like it.
had a bowl cut for many years. I
Me
was a
too,
little
man. It's
kid.
not great.
I looked like Rock Lee, like for
Like
actual years of
broccoli,
my life
yeah.
when I was a little girl. Like I looked like Scout from To Kill a Mockingbird. If you look up a picture of her, just a little girl in overalls with a bowl cut, that was me. Like,
That's like
uh,
very horse girl kind of thing.
yeah, I think I had all the ingredients to be a horse girl. I just didn't have a horse. So
That's fair. They're very
I had
expensive, I
anime.
hear. But Katie, where can people find you on social media and stuff? I can put all in the description below.
Well, you can find me right here hanging out with this cool guy doing interviews. So
Oh my
definitely check
gosh.
out his channel because I'm sure he's going to make some clips and share it around. But
Yeah.
you can also, of course, find me on Instagram, and you can find me on Blue Sky. You can find me on Twitter, and you can find me on my website. And you can also just like, I don't know, look on YouTube and just like go watch a funny video that might be an anime parody, or go play Class of '09 and you'll find me.
Yeah, you'll find her
I'm
at the
very
FYE.
Yeah.
If,
You'll find
is
me at the
FYE
FYE.
Is FYE still a thing in the States? Is it still like a store?
So I actually went to FYE a lot growing up, and most of them near where I lived shut down, but I do
Oh,
believe they're still out there.
okay.
They're rare, but they're out there. So yeah, you can also find me
Oh,
at
okay.
an
So
FYE, and maybe
it's like Hooters. Like they're very rare,
no,
but they're out there.
I'm gonna put it out in the universe. One day, perhaps, if there if more Class of '09 stuff, if all the fans come together and they're able to make it happen, it's supported, and really cool Class of '09 stuff keeps coming out. One day I need to do a signing at an FYE.
Oh,
I
you
need
have to.
like, right? I need to find one, and I need to figure it out. Like, I don't know if California has one though, and maybe two people would show up because it would be in the middle of nowhere. But I'm gonna do something at an FYE one day because I feel like at this point it would be horrible not to. So I'm putting it out into the universe. If
Hell
anyone
yeah.
wants
Well, I
that, let
mean,
me know.
I
Give
hope
me
Class
ideas.
9 gets like all the funding it needs because I need this to be like more. I need more games.
Yeah.
I need like a show. I hope the anime continues. Like,
Like, I
I
don't know if it's
remember.
so much about funding, but I do think just in general, sharing it, playing it,
Yeah.
talking to your friends about it, putting the vibes out there that you like this thing, talking to cons about, hey, we want to see Class of '09 people here.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't think we've done a lot of con appearances
Hmm.
together. Like, individually, the actors in Class of '09 are doing things. Like, I've been
Yeah.
doing stuff, Kaylee, etc. But like, it'd be cool to do like a big
I mean,
Class of
it's
'09
possible.
thing.
I know,
So
I know Kira
yeah,
and Kaylee are like around LA somewhere. So yeah,
yeah.
maybe.
So it's possible. Who knows? Put it
Oh,
out there, people. If you want it, just go post that you want it.
Yeah, harass the con staff and they'll do
Don't
it.
harass them,
Well, maybe
but
don't harass them, but ask
go
them
through
very
the proper
politely.
channels and be like, hey, we like this thing, and these people, maybe they could be here. And then the con people will be like,
Okay.
noted.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Well, I hope for your sake that the FYE signing happens because I will be there.
I
I
hope
will be
so.
there.
Thank
I will.
you.
I will
Okay.
I'll even offer to moderate. I just want to be there.
Wonderful. Okay, well, one
I
day
got
it's gonna
you.
happen. We're just Class of '09 fans. Keep supporting Class of '09, and one day maybe you'll see Kelly at an FYE, and maybe I'll get a wig. Like, I'll just go all in.
Or you can dye. I mean, you kind of got like the brown streaks already, so you can probably just get the
Oh,
yellow
it's
bits.
true.
and just-
I love my hair color though. I've never dyed my hair,
Oh,
but
you haven't? Not
I
fair.
haven't. This is my natural, but I could get a good wig. But
Okay, yeah,
maybe.
wigs
I've
would
seen
work.
some. I haven't seen a lot of Kelly cosplayers, so I need
Hmm.
to find them. I need to know their,
Oh,
their
they
tricks and their
probably exist.
secrets.
If you go on TikTok, there's probably like a couple of cosplayers.
Yeah, I've done some seeking. I see a lot of the main girls, but like
Yeah.
I think I've maybe seen one Kelly, maybe. But like we need more Kelly. Kelly.
Yeah, but
Union.
she's just has like her hands up behind her like all the time, you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you again, Katie, for coming on, and thank you guys so much
course.
for watching, and we'll see you for the next episode. Bye, everybody.
Bye.